Have you been dreaming about how cool it would be to be a fighter pilot, but riding motorcycles is as close as you can get? Then this is the helmet for you. But how does it actually perform on the road? Keep on watching because in this video we are going to find out. Hey everyone, it's Sabrina from Champion Helmets here, and welcome back to our channel where we give in-depth reviews of the latest helmets and provide you with data-driven road tests. The Shark Street Drak, which is formerly known as the Shark Raw helmet, combines an aviator-inspired design with a classic French-European look and features detachable off-road style goggles, which is perfect for those who aren't afraid to stand out while riding through the city. Other than the detachable goggles, you are also getting a detachable chin guard to complete a full face look. However, the DOT and ECE certification qualifies this helmet as only an open face helmet, so this means that the face mask doesn't offer any impact protection. This helmet mainly competes with other open face helmets with a removable chin guard, namely the Scorpion Covered X and the Bell Bruiser, although one of the main differences from those helmets is they do not have removable goggles like this one. This stylish helmet is coming in at a recommended retail price of €249 or $250 US. Now, before we move on to the specs and the road test, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with our latest helmet reviews, guides, and road tests. Now, let's start with the shell of the Street Drak. It comes in two shell sizes with a polycarbonate shell. This isn't going to be as lightweight as fiberglass or carbon fiber. However, this particular helmet comes in weighing a very nice 1,050 grams in a medium size with both the mask and the goggles attached. This makes it a very lightweight and agile helmet. It also comes in a more neutral intermediate oval shell shape, made to perfectly fit 80% of the riders. Even though it is light in weight, the shell is extremely strong for this weight as it is made with a unique composition of crystal alignment. This results in the helmet being more comfortable to wear and allows more flexibility and mobility. The mouth guard is made out of polyurethane and is meant to protect you from bugs and road debris while riding. However, it won't give you full impact protection. Now let's move on to ventilation. Obviously, since it is an open face helmet, you will get some quite of ventilation from the front with or without the chin guard. However, since the vents from the chin guard cannot be closed, it cannot control the air intake through the mask, which is not great for riding in cooler weather. Another way of airflow is the upper ventilation system over here, which contains channels to control the airflow and provides proper distribution of airflow inside of the helmet. To see how it actually performs, keep on watching as soon in the video we're sending out our rider to test the Street Drak on the road. Moving on to the visor, the Street Drak removes a traditional visor and replaces it with a quick-release goggle system which features an ultra-thin frame and optics by Carl Zeiss. The plus point of this full vision goggles is it increases the range of view of the rider, so you'd have full visibility of your surroundings even when wearing the helmet. Unfortunately, note that the chin guard is not able to be used alone with the helmet since the chin guard mounts directly onto the goggles. As you can see, the elastic here on both sides has a clasp system that are meant to attach and detach the goggle to the helmet. It is pretty easy to clasp and unclasp it. However, it might not be as user-friendly when you are wearing gloves as it makes it almost impossible to adjust it while riding. The goggles come in double pant with an anti-scratch coating, which means they would do a decent job in venting any fog buildup. These goggles are also tinted, thus it won't be suitable for night rides, and you'd need to purchase another set of goggles from Shark that are clear tinted in case you plan on riding during the night. A major downside to these goggles, though, is the fact that rain would be able to get inside the helmet through the top, as it does not have a tight seal on the top of the helmet, as you can see here. The Street Drak features a multi-density premium bamboo EPS liner that is removable, washable, and antibacterial. Let's take the liner out so you can have a look. You'll notice here on the forehead, cheek, and areas where you might sweat more, the material is a bit different here. It's a bit softer to the touch as it's meant for additional wicking capabilities. This helps keeping even the hottest heads cool during rides in a warmer climate, and it also comes with plenty of cutaways to enable great airflow from the inside or from the front of the helmet. However, the liner itself does not have a lot of padding on it, which gives a little bit of a thinner feeling. As for communication preparedness, the helmet comes with cutouts for a communication system optimized for the sharp primed Bluetooth, so you are able to incorporate those speakers seamlessly. Another good thing to note is that the liner of the helmet is glasses friendly. Now that we're finally done discussing the specs, let's take this bad boy out on the road. Let's go over our road setup first, in case you're not familiar with it yet. On the left, we've got a monitor showing the helmet's internal temperature in degrees Celsius, measured from a thermometer placed near the top of the helmet. In the middle is a decibel meter taking measurements from a microphone placed near our rider's ear. On the right is a phone, which is measuring the wind speed. Lastly, on the dash is our rider's speed and the external temperature. The weather on the day was pretty breezy with a bit of sunshine and an outside temperature of 18 degrees Celsius. The wind speed was also pretty consistent between 115 to 130 kilometers per hour. Our rider tested the helmet with a constant speed of 130 kilometers per hour on longer stretches of the highway. For the ventilation, we got a consistent reading of 16 degrees inside the helmet, meaning that there is only a difference of 1 degree, which is a very strong result. As for noise isolation, the helmet was rather loud, measuring a disappointing 107 decibels inside the helmet. Also good to know is that we've tested all of its competitors on the same day, so we were able to capture a clean dataset, making it ideal to make the comparison. Now on to comfort. Now this is the only subjective part of our review where we capture performance that is hard to measure. We here rely on the 15 years of riding experience of our test rider. Our rider checks for the overall build quality, the feel of the liner, bulkiness, wind drag, field of vision, etc. First, the feel of the liner. Our rider thought that it was okay at best. He said the inner liner felt very basic and thin. It felt a bit spongy and didn't have any of the bells and whistles that you see on some of the mid-range helmets, but he didn't really expect this from an entry-level helmet centered around design at this price point. The ventilation felt good, though he found the noise isolation was weak, and he said wearing earplugs on the highway is an absolute must with this helmet. He said he absolutely loved the design and the raw looks of it, and emphasized the overall profile of helmet was just something else, in a very good way. He also said that the downside of noise isolation is a bit of nitpicking, as you would normally wear this helmet in an urban environment anyway, which is its natural habitat. He concluded by saying he would absolutely buy this helmet for its great looks, but not for its performance. Now, so far the road test. If you have any questions for our test rider, feel free to write them down in the comments section and he will try to answer all of them. Now that we have gathered our data, let's take a look at how the Shark Street Drak scores across our 6 categories. For materials, since the shell is polycarbonate and comes in 2 shell sizes, it gets an adequate score of 2.5 stars. For the weight, this helmet receives an outstanding 5 stars thanks to its lightweight of only 1,180 grams. For its visor, it unfortunately only scores 1.5 stars, since although it is anti-fog and provides a wide vision, the seal of the goggles is not tight enough to keep the noise out and even the rain from coming in. Nor does it offer any serious anti-fog options, a bit of a letdown there. The noise isolation on this helmet was weak. Since we recorded a very loud 107 decibels, it only earned 1 star. However, it ventilated very well with a 1 degree difference, resulting the helmet to earn 5 stars. Comfort-wise, the Street Drak was giving very basic comfort, and the thin liner results in giving it 2 stars. This gives us a total average of 2.5 stars for the Street Drak, and with a recommended retail price of 249 euros or around $300, that gives this helmet a value of 13 euros and 80 cents per star, which is a decent price for a stylish and multi-setting helmet. We tested the Street Drak on the same as its direct competitors, and when we weighed in all the scores, compared it to its current competitors, and did the math, we learned that the Shark Street Drak scores a ranking number 3 on our champion helmets ranking. If you're still curious to learn more about the Shark Street Drak helmet, then make sure to check out championhelmets.com, where we have our lowest price guarantee and plenty of bundle deals, including extra visors and discounted communication systems. So there you have it, the Shark Street Drak helmet. What is our verdict? Well, we think that this helmet is an incredibly stylish jet-style helmet. However, its removable face mask and polycarbonate shell largely decreases its level of safety. As far as visibility goes, this helmet offers a wide view and features anti-fog coating. However, the downside to it is rain can go in through the gaps on top of the goggles. Other than that, the helmet proves to be very noisy inside, so it is not suitable for long distance or high-speed riding. Nonetheless, the level of ventilation for this helmet is outstanding for warm summer days. In conclusion, the Shark Street Drak will be an adequate purchase if you're the type of person who values a cool style helmet suitable for a city ride. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and let us know what you think in the comments down below. And if you have questions for our test rider, don't forget to write them down in the comments down below as well. I'm Sabrina from Champion Helmet, and I'll see you in our next video.